I would like to give Ole Miss credit for a great ball game. What an unbelievable atmosphere here tonight. Crowd really got into it. Thought they played a complete baseball game. Thought Doug Casey, their starter, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, was outstanding. I mean, he was phenomenal. Pitched extremely well, and the closer at the end of the ball game did a nice job of just filling up the strike zone. Hit some balls hard there at the end, but but they made the plays. But the story of the game was their starting pitcher. They got to Clark early in the ball game, hit back-to-back home runs, gave up the big inning in the second, had to go to the bullpen. I actually thought our bullpen did a nice job. We had runners on base on multiple occasions, but we were able to pitch out of it. Made a couple mistakes. We had a pass ball that cost us a run. We had the corners in early in the ball game. Got a ground ball, threw the ball to first instead of to the plate. That's just that's on me. Coaching wise, got to do a better job of making sure we understand what we're doing there. But but at the end of the day, we didn't have a ton of opportunities. We had first and third late in the game. He got Breyer to hit into a double play, only scored one there. And we made a little bit of a run there at the end. But overall, Nikhazy was very good. Thought their offense was very good. They got into our bullpen early. We had to use a number of guys. Thought we competed and gave ourselves a chance out of the bullpen. But offensively, we just could not find the answer against our starter tonight. He was outstanding.
Questions?
Grayson, what was so tough about Doug Casey just making it tough on you out there?
Yeah, I think he did a really good job of hitting his spots. He was throwing that big breaking ball, kind of the same tunnel as his fastball, so it was tough for us to kind of adjust to that. I feel like everything he was throwing was tough to hit. He was hit in and out of the zone. Fastballs inside, fastballs away, breaking balls for a strike, breaking balls in the dirt. He was just on. So you tip your cap.
Monty, you said coming into the regional, you felt good about the starting pitching. Were you surprised that Hennessy and Clark both struggled to get even?
Well, I have confidence in both of those guys, yeah. And then I have confidence that those guys can get us deep into the ball games because they have. It's just unfortunate. I mean, again, this is a tough environment. This is a really good lineup. And they hit back-to-back home runs there in the second inning. They got off to a really hot start there early in the game. And, we had to make a change. But Matt's been good for us all year long. He's thrown well, and he wasn't quite as sharp today, and they jumped on him early in the ball game, and we had to make a change early in the game. He got hit with a line drive in the forearm, and they had guys on base in a lot of innings today. So just felt like we needed to go to Weatherly at that point, and would have liked to have gotten deeper into the game with Matt. But it's unfortunate he was unable to do it. But that's a testament to how good Ole Miss is.
Coach, you mentioned yesterday, the adversity you guys faced during the season, and that you guys got better from that adversity. So how can y'all just forget about this one, put it behind you, and what can you learn from it and take to tomorrow's game?
Well, we need to get a good night's sleep. Need to get a good meal in our guys tomorrow, and understand that the plan is to be here for a while. I mean, that's the goal. We're going to try to be here for a while tomorrow. So, but we got to worry about game one first. We got to find a way to fight and claw and just compete as hard as we can. We know what's at stake. Our season's on the line. But we got to be mentally prepared to be here for quite a while tomorrow and just compete every pitch, compete every inning. And some guys on the mound have got to step up. Obviously, we've used a number of guys. Some guys are going to have to pitch on short rest, and we got to compete. And offensively, I think we need to be a little bit better. I felt like we chased out of the zone quite a good bit tonight. We need to be a little more disciplined at the plate, and hopefully tomorrow in game one we can find a way to score early. I think that's been the biggest difference for us here lately. We've been able to score early and get deeper in the game with our starters. So that's the biggest key for us tomorrow.
Do you know you're going to start tomorrow in game one?
I don't quite yet. Obviously I haven't had a chance to speak to the coaching staff. We'll talk about it and try to make a decision. We talked about it briefly before I came in here, but we'll try to make a decision before we head in for the night. But haven't had a long enough of an opportunity to talk to the coaching staff yet to make that decision.
For Grayson and for Michael, just, how bad do you guys want it tomorrow? What's your mindset heading into tomorrow's game with the season on the line?
I mean, shoot. If you're doubting if we want it bad enough, I mean, talking to the wrong team. Shoot, yeah, we want it bad. Obviously, this is what we came here to Clemson to do. Obviously, our backs are up against the wall a little bit, but like Coach said, we'll get a good night's rest and some food and get ready to go tomorrow.
Michael, from your perspective, at the plate, what was he doing, that was just kind of keeping you guys handcuffed?
I mean, like Grayson said, he was throwing the curveball, fastball. I mean, every pitch he had for a strike. It was just hard to kind of get a rhythm with him. And I mean, he was good at lessening the damage when we get guys on base. It was just hard to start anything up. I mean, we hit a couple balls hard, but they made good plays behind him, and it was just hard to get anything started.
Monty, who'll be on your short list that you'll talk with the staff about?
I would say that we were going to talk about Lindley and Crawford. Those would be the two logical guys to look at. They haven't pitched yet. They both have started on numerous occasions for us. So, those would be the two guys that I would think that we would try to make a decision in game one. But we'll sit down and obviously kind of look at what all our options are. But those just off the top of my head. And again, we talked about it briefly before we came in here. But those would be the two guys that I would say right now would probably try to make a decision for game one out of those two guys.
And do you approach game one like Johnny Holstaff, all hands on deck, knowing you may have to play a second game?
Yeah, well, you have to win game one to get to game two. I think we all know that. So we're going to do everything. We'll empty the tank if we got to empty the tank in game one and try to win game one because our season's on the line. And, hopefully we put together a good game plan. We pitch well. We swing the bats well. We can get deep into the game with whoever we decide to start, and whoever we got left, we'll have to step up and find a way if we're fortunate enough to get to game two. But yes, we'll use everybody we got to use to get through game one.
Monty, do you feel like you have to get more production out of the bottom of the lineup to have a chance to make it out of here?
Well, we got to get production from the whole lineup. I mean, yes, it certainly helps when we know that 1 through 4, 1 through 4 have been swinging about well for us. 5 through 9 have got to give us a little bit more, yes. Yeah, there's no doubt about it, but we know that. If you're going to score runs, you got to get good production 1 through 9 on a consistent basis. So, yeah, that's not to single those guys out whatsoever, but I think we're well aware of that.
Any further questions?